And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, everyone has had an amazing week so far, and this will hopefully be a good start to your weekend. So, today we are going to be playing some Crown Wars: The Black Prince, and we got an extra gaming session in for us to try and rebuild since the last time we tried to take on Black Monday. And today, I think, is the day that we take on Black Monday and hopefully win. But yeah, that is essentially our game plan here. Couple other, just standard channel business things that we'll cover before we get into the actual gameplay here is a unsalted margarine. I am mad of sucrose. I am made of sucrose. Homie. I don't think margarine's made out of sugar. I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. Anyway, we are currently, based off of channel polls, we are going to be holding off on streaming Bannerlord until the new DLC comes out, which will be in June-ish. So might be looking into having a different game that we're going to work on, having a series on for live streams beyond Crown Wars and War Tales. We might be dipping into some Battle Brothers or something like that. That's yet to be determined. But anyway, without further ado, gameplay. The ground trembles with my every step. I have installed my floorboards incorrectly. That is accurate. I like that one. That one's pretty good. That one is pretty good. All right, let's see here. So we left off while we were doing a little bit of grinding here, right? We got ourselves some upgraded Crusader armor. We're working on reinforcing some maces and whatnot. Upgrading our shield to increase our reflexes may be beneficial. What would our light shield do? Our light shield would increase damage and reflexes. It's entirely possible that we could do a reinforced shield, and the reinforced shield eventually gives us more reflexes than what the light shield does, right? Okay, hold up. We're currently in the middle of reinforcing something or forging something. Yeah, we got 9 days left on that. Okay, so let's hold off on trying to make something new, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at our barracks here. We got Guilhelm. Okay, we've got Emile, and we have Elise and Godfrey, as well as Theo Bold and Emily and Wallace. All of them have injuries. Some of them are still healing. But yeah, okay. So Wallace looks like okay, let's go to the chapel and make sure that everyone's being healed the way they need to be. Looks like we need to start rehab on a few people. Okay, now let's go back to the barracks. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have people that we can get trained up as well. Marguerite. Okay, I'm not mad about this by any means. I kinda, all right, I guess I can deal with this. Godfrey's using a halberd, right? Boniface or Boniface has no selections yet. Currently leveling up their main weapon of just a sword and board, right? They will gain resilient regularly with on guard. Master swordsman, when an enemy unit attacks you from the front, you gain a bonus of reflex of 20. It's pretty good. And then you ignore 3 armor points with Quicksilver, and this ignores 1 armor point with precision cuts. So, like, we need to find a way to remove armor effectively. And I'm not sure if we have any weapons that are ranged or melee that can do that. Ignores armor. We have a lot that ignores armor, right? But I don't think we have anything that anything that will directly remove armor. Just double checking the weapons that we have available, right? Like crossbow is a piercing type of thing, as well as our bow. Oh, okay. Spectacular shot ignores 3 armor. Well, that's nice. But I really don't think we have much in the actual way of armor shred, spare maces and hammers, which just so happen to only be usable by our melee friends that are the duelist as well as the crusader, right? So our duelists, I feel like, should always have one of their weapons be set to regain armor, which coincidentally the halberd works really well for this. The halberd also works in a pinch for doing crowd control damage, right? I think what we want on our main hand will be something like a mace, like a single-handed mace, and maybe a buckler, right? Until we get upgraded shield. But this, I feel like, would be pretty beneficial for us, because it will make it to where, you know, we're kind of hard to hit with the utilization of parry as a buff, and then we can still use, you know, duel and whatnot to taunt enemies and regain armor, as well as use weapon master to potentially like knock people prone or something like that. But then we can always swap over to our halberd in case we need to deal some additional damage or have like a little bit more reach. Our crusaders, I really want our crusaders to be able to either use their really big weapons like the hammer, right? Like the hammer over here removes 1 armor point here, and obliterate removes 2 armor points. Like, we need to find a better way to destroy armor, but I'm not a huge fan of of just the standard mace. At least currently, I'm not very fond of the standard one-handed mace. You never know. You gain resilient if you end your turn adjacent to at least 1 companion, shoulder to shoulder. Okay. Countenance. Your presence inspires your allies and grants resilient to those within the area of effect. Enemies within the area of effect suffer 2 times weakened, and then you gain grant valiant to yourself and allies within the area of effect. Okay. We're still going to stick with sword and board on a Boniface, and we're going to do taunt, heal, and then we will do unrelenting. All right. We're going to go to the map and pass some time here so we can see exactly what's going on, right? Okay. Now we can go to the forge and start upgrading our heavy shields, right? Upgrading our shields will help us out quite a bit by giving us a little bit more survivability on our frontliners. And then we'll be upgrading our light shield as well after this, right? Serrated arrows and bolts. I mean, most of these, honestly, I feel like some of these aren't that good. Deployable improvised cover sounds pretty nice. Enhanced reinvigorates the target after use. Oh, okay. Greek fire grenade. Ooh, okay. Holy water. Cures ailments. Alchemical stimulant. Okay. Berserker tonic. Reinvigorating incense. And then venomous arrows and bolts. Inflicts poison and creates a poisonous surface around the target. Okay, so I'm just trying to take a look at all the fun stuff that's going to be happening, right? And then we'll put Emily in there. I could have swore we already started that, but I guess not. Okay, let's go back to... All right, we're not quite ready for Black Monday yet, but let's go ahead and do a couple assassination missions. So assassination, we're going to send in Boniface as well as Falquez. These two should be pretty solid, right? For our frontliners. And then let's use... Syndrin die? Did we lose Syndrin? Where is he? Yo, what's going on, Soro? How you doing, my man? We'll put in Gwenole. Yeah, we can do that. And then let's put in... Oh, Syndrin's just hurt. Got it. We will send in Melisandre. No. I don't like that. Put in Adric. Why not? Send it. We have a couple of captures. We got some heals. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty confident on this one. Gwenole has, you know, a couple of different things available. What do you have? You have questionable science, so you don't have the pitch. Okay, if you have questionable science, we're going to send you with a couple of healing flasks instead. And then we'll go. And the stone should be the king because it held King Arthur's sword the longest. Homie, I think you're getting too deep for a stick of butter. Oh, I'm sorry, not butter. Margarine. I can't believe it's not butter. I'm doing okay, my guy. I'm doing okay. Let's see here. No, we don't have a second fight that we can send people out to. View the forge, and let's go ahead and start reinforcing our... Wait, what does the refined shield go? Oh, that doubles our willpower from 5 to 10. Okay, what about the light shield? Oh, it increases your accuracy. Okay. We'll send out a second squad over here. Send out Jonathan. We'll send out Syndrin, Marguerite, and Yvonne. Maybe Marcel? We may want to change some of their gear. Okay. Swap you off of that. We're going to set you up with shield and mace as well. And yeah, we'll do that. That works for me. And I'm going to give you balm and fire arrows. Why not? And we're gonna send it at this point, right? Like, we're just about ready to start a battle down here. A quick little assassination battle. I feel like my volume's a little low. Let's get that cranked up a little bit here. How's the sound sounding, Soro? Pretty decent? Can you actually hear the game now? Or do I need to turn it up a little bit more? Okay, let's see here. Got quite a few people up here. We've got a bit of a range, honestly. Like,
on the move.
Just shove everybody forward. We're not going to start combat until we're actually within a
very well.
Little red dot territory anyway. Probably shouldn't have had my back this way, but it'll be fine. We'll be okay.
Consider it done.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I can at least hear it, but maybe a bit more. Okay, we can do that. I can also double check my sound settings in here too, right? No, well, we're at 80% for everything with 100% on master. Okay. Okay, so this is the person that we need to assassinate right here. Okay. It's the Castilian Skirmisher. So it's essentially like a flare, right? And I mean, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. We should be fine. We may want to get into a better position here before we decide to pull them. But we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. So we can move pretty far here. I kind of want to have this type of angle going this way, right? At least that's my thought process here. And I can definitely send the dog in first because the dog has a little bit more freedom of movement. So let's do this and pull. That's good now. Okay. All right. So we should see some of them inbound to an extent, right? Okay. Now that the dog's here, let's go ahead and attack their dog with our dog, right? Because that's how we do
Ready to
things.
go.
Okay. This guy has 2 armor pips.
Very well.
And what I want to do is I want us to remove his
I
armor.
was trained for this.
Cool. And now that we removed his armor, I want to knock him prone. Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to move our sword and board person up here, right? And we can pierce 1 armor
Even.
point pretty easily. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to get prepared for incoming attack and give ourselves resilient. So we now have 50% damage reduction with a Boniface, right? Okay. Now, we need to have an angle
Understood.
to be able to shoot this dog. Take our little side step out and shoot, which triggers our ability to use teamwork and apply bleed with our dog. And then we can go in for the kill. Ideally, hopefully. Nice. All right.
Command.
And now that's been going on, we can honestly probably take this guy out. Nice. And we're gonna go ahead and actually just hit Overwatch right here. See how it works. I typically don't use Overwatch enough, but it's definitely a very powerful thing. So we should probably, well, it would be if I didn't just get blinded. Yeah, see, like they'll run from wherever your Overwatch is, which is kind of annoying. Okay, well, now it's time for us to move everybody up here and get ready to start doing some more damage. All we have to do is just eliminate this target, so it should be pretty quick. This guy's got a 55% chance to hit, so that's not very good, but we'll fix that.
I won't disappoint you.
We'll apply bleed, and let's go ahead. 60% chance. Cool.
At your
We're
service.
rooted right here, so that's unfortunate.
Yes.
But we are not rooted right here. So we're
Very
going to come
well.
all the way up here. We are going to... I would say duel, but I don't think we need to do it. So instead, we're just going to stab him really hard. We didn't really need to utilize the ability. Well, I guess we could have used face smash a bit with our buckler,
At your
right?
service.
But all things considered,
At
I
your
think we're
command.
doing fine. Can't do anything with her, but I can do something here, right? Not going to be a huge fan of the angles that we have here to work with, but I think we'll be okay. Ooh, 25% just really is not that good. Poison and Despair and Weakened. And Weakened will apply to enemies as well as allies, which is kind of annoying. And then we have Poison Flask as well, which also is going to be kind of annoying because I don't want to poison the dog. So, guess we're going to just pray for a shot to hit. Yep. I didn't think that was going to hit, but we're going to try it again. Yep. Man, they ran far. All right. So this will be
With
2.
me.
Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and put on our defender fighting style so we can hopefully taunt them. And now they're taunted. They're going to attack our big beefy boy or girl. And now that that's handled, we're going to go ahead and come on up here. I'm going to do a face smash here if I can. Nope, never mind. Can't do that. We're using get them taunted. I don't think we're gonna have a really good angle on these guys, regardless of like where we go, right? 70% accuracy may be our best bet. And there it is. Now we need to get out.
I'm ready.
And we're going to go ahead and start pushing this direction at least, right?
On the move.
She's pretty messed up, I'm not gonna lie, so we'll go ahead and pop a healing flask here because she's going to be taking more damage from poison, and we're going to send the dog out as a scout. I'm gonna start getting some eyes on this because we don't necessarily have as much vision as I would like, and we'll get our crusader out of here next round. The existence of watermelon implies the existence of fire melon, earth melon, and air melon. You know, I think that kind of tracks. I think I would prefer earth, wind, and no, can't do earth, wind, and fire because there is no water in that little body mix. Unfortunate. So does that mean that there's melon benders in the Avatar universe? That all they do is learn melon bending? I mean, there's probably already the cabbage guy, right? Like he's probably a cabbage bender. He's at least a cabbage vendor, right? Plant bending exists? Does it? If you're gonna tell me stuff that happens in The Legend of Korra, then I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never watched The Legend of Korra. I know there's metal bending and blood bending. That's all I know. And bro, this dog is fucked. Okay, so we got a skirmisher up ahead.
On my way.
We'll go ahead and get our crusader up here, close and personal, right?
Ready when you are.
This is gonna be a spicy meatball. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. Okay.
On the move.
Move him up here. Try to get a shot off. That way our dog can at least like benefit from teamwork, right? Cool. Applied bleed and root. This guy's effectively stuck, right?
My blade is yours.
Now, he's effectively stuck, and he's still going to be able to essentially beat the crap out of us. But he's only going to be able to beat the crap out of the dog. So I guess that's okay. We do have our scholar and whatnot up here. But I kind of want to get rid of this pesky little guy, right? I don't remember, but does anything happen when your animal companion dies? No, nothing happens. Nothing happens.
At your service.
Nobody cares if your animal dies, I guess. You just get a new one. Yeah, you know what? We can definitely run all the way up here. I don't think any of them are going to have enough damage to really screw me over, but you never know. Yeet. Poison and despair. Perfect wombo combo. All right, cool. More reinforcements. Okay, a little bit of damage there. Good dodge. Okay. Hitting the dog. Okay, kind of assumed that was going to happen. Ouch. Missed the dog. Did not miss him. All right.
Yes.
We are going to use dead aim. Oh yeah. Now it's all coming together. Headshot. Boom. That did no freaking damage. Light real quick. Come on. That still ain't what I'm looking for here. Still was not what I was looking for. Do I want to see if I can go? Yeah, I need to remove the damage from the table, right? Always remove the damage fully from the table if you can. 45% accuracy. You want to know what's more accurate than that? A grenade. Have a grenade. Yeet. Now you're weakened. All right. Now. On guard. You're now taunted. I'm going to move you over here. And you're about to start beating up this guy. That's incredibly poisoned and is going to have a really bad day. This guy's basically already dead. Yeah, this guy's going to die before his next turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk over here and get in front of him and, you know, ooga booga.
At your command.
Yeah, we should be pretty much set. We can go ahead and use protector here. There's maybe an, oh no, and that's not what I'm looking for. Use fighting style champion, right? And we missed. Great. Okay, well, that's fine. So scholars should die to poison. Okay. We've got resilient procced. Bow shot. Okay. That's not that bad. Are you gonna move? No. Okay. Now what we need to do is, instead of me moving our halberdier up, we're actually going to try to go for just a kill. Awesome. We got the kill. We have enough movement to get out of here. So this is exactly the perfect scenario for us right now.
I won't disappoint
we
you.
wanted to do some damage, right? And we want to be able to move everyone to where we can retreat on this round before the reinforcements come in. So we can just go headshot now that we moved her in here. Cool.
At your command.
That freed up all the movement and actions right here that we need, right? And then this guy can get into the corner. We still had a couple of extra actual action points that we could burn on bonus movement if we needed to sprint. And now that everyone's in the zone, we'll just extract. And that was a nice and clean victory. And the dog didn't die, right? There are no dog deaths. No dog deaths. And we hit level 5 on Adric and Falquez. Nice. What does that give us? Riposte. The first time you attack during a turn, you gain riposte. And then we have War Dancer. You are immune to slowed. If you sprint during a turn, you gain a bonus to reflexes of 30. Okay. I think riposte is pretty good. That'll give us like a solid ability to continuously deal damage to an extent, right? Oh, right. Level 5 gives us vet, so we can remove either his or the beast or his dog's wounds and heal them by 20%, as well as remove bleeding, poisoned, or burning. So that's a nice little heal bonus, right? But it only works on him or his pet. Okay. And then you also have Blinding Peck, which is just arranged blind and bleed. And this just makes our dog harder to hit. We'll go for vet. Gonna go for vet. I will say, once you hit level 5, when you have a bear and that bear gets a second armor point, now that's pretty freaking dope. Okay. So I'm feeling pretty pretty solid here on how some of these compositions are coming together, right? So we're gonna wait until everyone's back and healed up from what we're going to be utilizing here, right? And then we'll go forth and do great things. I don't think we have a refined dagger and whatnot. Do we have? Okay. Yeah, it looks like we've already done like the refined mace, right? Yeah, we've already done a refined mace. Okay, that's fine. So we'll do a refined shield, because a lot of our units use like the big boy shield, which just makes you slower, and it does other things too, of course, but it makes you slower. But I do think getting like a refined shield should help us out a little bit, right? And we are here to start the battle. The more a companion uses the weapon, the more their mastery of the weapon increases, right? I'm hoping that this time, when we take on Black Monday, I don't lose an alchemist as soon as we start. That was as you would say, bad luck. So we just need to eliminate all enemies, right? Are any of these guys something that I can capture? Anybody a capturable unit? Doesn't look like it, at least not that I can see so far, right? Do we have any siege weapons nearby? Also, once again, none that I can see. Okay, well, yeah, we have 3 armor on this bear, dude. This bear is a beefcake. All right, and we have ourselves a great sword here. Deals 4 to 7 slashing damage to the area of effect. Okay, so it's okay. That's nice. And if I were to oh yes. Okay, cool. We have our duelist here.
At your command.
So it looks like they haven't quite spotted us yet. And this may be our best bet. So what we're gonna do is, instead of us just shoving everybody in right now, we're going to get into a slightly better position. That way we can make it to where we get a effectively a better surprise round. I want to have better positioning going into this surprise round, essentially. That is essentially what I want. Okay. And now we'll end the turn. Are any of you going to move? Oh, that's not good. Message retracted. That one's a really insight. Oh man, dude, I was kind of hoping that they would. Okay, well, guess not. All right, well, we're gonna open up with some pitch. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe I don't want to open up with some pitch. Yeah, I do, because they're not going to be in a good position, regardless, for me doing like a big sweep. I need them to stand together for a big sweep, and they won't let me get without them freaking out. Okay, so there's 2 of them, and we pulled these guys into. Nice. Nice. How many more are there? Oh, doesn't look like there's too many more. Okay. Man, do I want to set this pitch on fire? Do I really want to waste my pitch already? Well, not the pitch, but the fire concoction.
At your service.
Undecided.
I won't
on
disappoint you.
Because if I take this guy up here, then yeah. All right. So yes, we will. We are going to do this because I need to remove threats from the board right now, and making this a really strong area of denial is probably the best way for us to do that. Do I have any good cover for him? Right here will have to work. Okay. Now, we do have these guys over here, and I want to make sure that these guys cannot necessarily push up. We will move our Crusader up here. And our Crusader has not taken damage, so we're going to hit him with the taunting strike to trigger taunted. That way he doesn't move, right? He's going to stand here in this fire. He's going to just continuously take damage. And now we can go back to champion fighting style.
May
and do more damage.
Served.
I want this. I want this archer to burn, essentially. Okay, now we're gonna get our bear on up over here and get him prepared to start beating the crap out of a dog. All right. Okay. Dog is, as you would say, going down.
Die.
Cool. Dog down. And now I am going to take my duelist over here. We're going to start removing this guy's armor. Ooh, that was a nice crit too. So here's the thing. We can either do some decent blunt damage or we can proc a taunt. I'm feeling a taunt, right? And that way, you know, they're kind of attacking this way, and I'm not sure where this guy's going to go. He's probably going to go this way and then attack our Crusader. But we're now at a point where we've dealt some decent damage. These guys still have at least another round till they get to us. Oh, and there's even more coming. Oh, shit. How come I don't get any? Well, that's rough. So they get siege weapons, but we don't. Noted. Okay, so this guy's basically dead. This guy's also pretty fucked up too. And so is our guy. Our guy's really hurt right now, right? I have no idea why he ran back into the fire. He is 100% dead on his next turn. Like, he should be, yeah, he's on fire. So we don't even need to worry about him. Mighty Slash this way. We're gonna proc taunted on everybody here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what we really want is we need to essentially
Just warming up.
get these guys removed, or at least taken out of commission to the point where like this guy's going to die before he's able to do anything, right? Why was my message retracted? I don't know, my guy. I didn't get to read it. Okay. So we've got a veteran knight here that's going to be taking 5 damage, right? So we need to do at least some form of damage, ideally around 3, right? And we need to get more support over here to where our Crusaders fighting. Okay. So unfortunately, this will not fix the fact that both of these guys are taunted by the Crusader. However, it should at least help us out somewhat. So we're going to attack the veteran knight here.
Ready?
Veteran knight's basically dead at this point. Okay. I should not have put her here because now I cannot reach the dog without burning a valor point. That was a blunder, but that's okay. I think I'll still be all right. 100% accuracy, 10% crit chance, 75% chance for bleed. Dog's dead. That dog will die, 100%. It must have been something you did as I didn't even read it earlier. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I've got no clue then. All right. So we have one shot, one opportunity to seize everything we ever wanted in one moment. Okay. This guy hunkered down. This guy's about to be prime target numero uno.
Very well.
So we're going to move over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. 5 damage there. I don't want the bear to take an unnecessary attack of opportunity. So we are going to wait with the bear. I mean, I guess we could, yeah, we could just go for the kill, right? It doesn't matter. And then start getting the bear to where the bear needs to go. Yes, I will have the bear push this way. That'll provide flanking protection from this guy. And at least we don't have to worry about the dog next turn. Dog's dead. That guy's dead. I have no idea why we're up there in the darkness. And these guys are pushing up. That bear is going straight for this guy. I think both of them are. That's what we're gonna do. All right. Okay. So now
disappoint you.
we'll apply
At your
taunting.
command.
Can I run past? I cannot. Okay.
At
You.
your service.
You're gonna run. Oh, I kind of want you to not be directly in the open like this, but it is what it is. Shoot him in the back, please. Thank you. All right. We are running out of healing items. This guy is bleeding, which is unfortunate. Does not look like we have much in the way of heals for him, but we'll
At
have
your
to figure
service.
something out. We are, however, going to go this way. That way we're behind, and we are going to do a easy pickings, ignore
Keep your
armor,
guard up.
since we're behind, and then we're going to go for remove armor, right?
Yes.
Okay, we cannot attack this one with our greatsword. If we do, we will take damage. Well, we will accidentally hit her. That's not something that we necessarily want to do. So what we are going to do instead is we're going to move her
On
this
my way.
and we're going to pop fervor. Fervor should give us a small heal boost, which will help us tank through the incoming bleed damage. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to essentially get our bear right here, right on top of this little guy, and we'll just go right. Okay.
Ready when you are.
Now it's time for us to get Sendrin up here, and we're about to bully this guy. straight up bully. Cool. I don't like dealing with archers here. And now we have our one crossbowman over here. We don't have an angle on this. And this guy, I don't believe he's actually taunted. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and move our alchemist up here to hide in this cover. Guess I misclicked or something. Yep. Has to be. As the great Shaggy used to say, it wasn't me.
At your service.
All right, remove their temporary points, and now we're gonna go halberd mode.
Jump going up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Now I'm not sure if they're about to get reinforcements or not,
Yes.
but they're having a really bad time right now. Okay, we did take damage last turn, so this should do a lot. Nice. Cool. Is that it? Or is there more people? There's more. But where? Oh, over here. Got it. Okay, so what we'll need to do is I'm going to get a couple of my units prepared to receive these guys this way, right?
Understood.
And we're going to send somebody out that's fast that can do a little bit of tanking as well, right? I want to get us into a position where this isn't going to be an oh shit kind of thing, right?
The hunt is on.
You mind if I just pop in every once in a while during your streams and provide a little haha funnies? Nah, dude, it's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Very well.
I'm not opposed to the puns or the insightful insights. Oh. He's coming to blow my mind, which is honestly not that hard to do. It's not that hard to do. All right. So first and foremost, we're gonna do this. Move her up here. Then I'm gonna do. Oh no! Crossbow shot. Oh, what? What? I was. This is false advertisement. Okay, I was told that this would do stuff. I was told that this would do stuff, but it does not. You lie like a rug on the floor. Okay, well, now that is a years of academy training wasted, we are going to move you down here. Okay, you, on the other hand, are going to come up here to here. All right, incendiary ball. Okay, this would do a decent amount of damage, right? We could almost take out like one of these guys. I don't think we have a bigger. Ooh, we do have a bigger area of effect here. Oh, nope, that is not gonna work. Okay, and then we have bombard shot. Bombard shot does a 7 to 13 blunt damage. We're 10 at the area of impact. Yeah, let's do this. So the incendiary ball should create a small area of denial effect here, right? Which is going to deal damage to anyone that walks over it. And this is almost underneath my face. But this is essentially, I want to punish these enemies from coming this way. I want them to go this way. And that is the thought process behind that, at least, right? And now we hit. And this guy's going to die before he really gets a chance to do anything. Which is kind of my hope here. Coordinated strike. Oh, yes. Get him, bear. Yeah. I freaking love bears, dude. Bears are great. 10 out of 10. Freaking great. Okay, we're going to move our Crusader up. I don't think I see any red over here, so it doesn't look like there's going to be a group that
On
way.
the move.
And then Bear's here doing bear things.
Ready to
Syndren's
go.
here. Let's go ahead and use Syndren too. We could top off, honestly, either him or the bear. Syndren is the squishier one, but I don't know if we necessarily need to use that. So let's use a regular bomb instead. And then we'll end our turn. I probably should have hit the defensive stance on the bear, but that's okay. I'm glad we healed Syndren though, because he doesn't have as much defense as... Okay, that's annoying. All right. We are sending our Crusader all the way up here. We have enough movement to get a hold of the doctor and taunt the doctor, which is good. Okay, now what we need is we just need to deal a little bit of damage here. Open a vein, ferocious scratch. Nice.
At your command.
Bro, Syndren does damage. Like, him and his bear are really good at just double teaming. But then again, I mean, it's a freaking bear, so I would hope that the bear would be really good at taking out enemies to an extent, right? Okay.
I'm ready.
And now our alchemist
At
is
your
up
service.
top, and we have our duelist over here. That's slowly but surely coming up to speed.
On the move.
We'll get our duelist up here, and then we will swap it out for... Let's do duel.
Don't expect mercy.
Proc a taunt here, right? So they don't move and reposition, because that's kind of annoying. We have one turn until we're able to do another shot from this. Let's go ahead and just wait up there. Okay, we've dodged, and he walked into the fire. Okay. And now we can do bombard shot. Just kidding, we're way out of range on everything. That is awesome. I cannot believe I am a fool. I am a grade A fool. Okay, we are gonna go for this shot. I don't know if we'll hit it, but we'll try. We hit it, nice. Okay,
At your service.
you damage,
my way.
please. Okay, one more go, please. Just hit.
Justice be served.
Okay. Too much to ask. I understand. All right. A little bit more armor shred. Cool. See if we can apply blind. We did apply blind. Cool. Do a little ferocious scratch here. A little ferocious scratch action. Now, this guy's got 1 HP. This guy's got 10. I can definitely kill this one if I come up here and do an attack. However, if I do that, I cannot kill this one, and vice versa. So it kind of depends. This one's blinded. It's not taunted, but it is blinded. Whereas this one, I mean, let's just go ahead and take this one out real quick, and then we'll at least attempt to get into position, right, to an extent. Ah, yes, the insightful insights. We'll pull out the wise sage voice here. If fruits which... yep. If fruits were sentient, which would win if you put all of them in a giant arena and had them fight to the death? That is a question. Sentient fruits. I would have to say... What's that one fruit that is absolutely vile? Like, it smells terrible, that I hear so much about, but I can't even think of the name of it. Shit. My bet would be on probably that. I can't think of very many other fruits that would be Durian. Yep, there you go. Because it's spiky too. It's super spiky, and then if you manage to damage it, you're just getting assaulted with chemical warfare. I mean, yeah, like, of course that one would win. And that is the right answer. Oh, yeah. That's the one I always go with. The giant spikes. My bro, the fruit itself's like a weapon, and then if it takes any damage, it's just leaking, just awful smell, like rotten fresh. The stench, the tough shell, the giant spikes. It's obviously the best one. I was like, what's that one fruit that smells awful that I hear about a lot, but I can't remember the name? Because that's definitely got my pick. All right. We now have the refined shield. Okay, we are almost there. I'm feeling pretty freaking confident. Let's get our A team put together. Okay. And we will be ready to set off here shortly, right? So, Adric, you're not on the A team. Gwynelaine, you are also not on the A team. Gehelm, I mean, honestly, homie, you're not really on the A team either. I need somebody. Ugh. Okay, you know what? I think this is actually the direction we need to go. So we have fire, right? As well as pitch, guaranteed. Then we have 3 healing flasks, okay? And we have a regular bomb and an enhanced bomb. So Tamara, you are actually going to be our best alchemist for the job. Syndrin, I think Syndrin needs to go. He has 2 days until he's healed. But ultimately, him and his bear are very, very good at handling issues, right? Okay. Now, here comes the main question. Who is going to be our frontliner? We have 2 frontliners that we need, right? It would probably be maybe like Falquez, right? I don't want to send in Wallace at this point because Wallace may die. Falquez, and then we could send in maybe Elise, or honestly, Bonafise did pretty good. Bonafise was pretty tanky when she went in there. We could also send in Marguerite, but I mean, Marguerite's a 2-handed sword. Theo is Theo. Theo did really well last time, but also not necessarily going to win, right? I guess Theo could work to an extent. I don't want to send in Godfrey or Elise because they're both halberdiers, and we don't necessarily need halberdiers beyond like Falquez with his secondary, right? So we have about 6 days that we need to wait, so we can send out another party in the meantime, and essentially have our A team heal up and rest up, and that should work to an extent, right? I can't tell whether I'm supposed to be the silly guy or the wise old shaman guy. Flip a coin, and depending on what it lands on, that is what you are until you decide to flip a coin again. That's all you gotta do. It's just like, well, wait, what is it? Or you know what? You can decide as the words go through the keyboard and into chat. You can be like, oh, okay, so we got a little bit of wisdom, and like, and there's the silliness. Okay, I can never tell which is going to come out of unsalted margarine. Amazing idea. Just literally be Two-Face. Am I going to be unhinged, or am I going to be a wise sage, or just unhinged agent of chaos? Let's find out. That's the way I would look at it, at least, right? I like that one better. You're smart. No, don't compliment me. Upgrade weapon mastery. While you still have mana left, you gain a 15% bonus to accuracy. The fuck is MP? Movement points? Is that what we're talking about? You know what? That's what it is. It's got to be MP's got to be movement. Okay, so that just means fire before you know. You're okay. Okay. I'm not tweaking out. It's fine. Everything's fine. Just losing my mind here. Okay. So it looks like we got about 6 days until we're able to set out. So this is 30 days, right? And for us to train a specific weapon instead would take 16 days. Okay. Still be 16 days here. Honestly, the boost, this companion can't even start, so that'd be 20 days. I think Bonafide getting to tier 3 on the sword would be really good though, because you gain a bonus of reflexes at 20 whenever you get whenever enemy unit attacks you from the front. So that would be pretty solid, right? And Falquez, I mean, honestly, Falquez really needs to get his mace ability leveled up so we can at least, you know, utilize some of this stuff. Shoulder to shoulder would actually be really good for him. And he's not healed yet either. Fuck. I guess Marcel would work, right? Like, what's her build? What's Marcel's build? Is that the same build as Falquez, or is it a little bit different? It's a little bit different, and Falquez has riposte. So Falquez is the one that we should probably use. Shit. Okay. So we have to hurry up and wait, as they say. Anyway, guys, we are right at the 1 hour mark. Give me one moment. I will be right back, and we will continue with the stuff that we're doing right now. BRB. right, I'm back. Oh, okay. I don't know how I need to read this message, but let's see. You ever considered the idea of beekeeping, but with wasps? Is that stupid, or am I onto something? I think you're duh. What would be the purpose? What is your... Okay, so here's the question then. What is the business need to keep wasps? Are you planning on using them for something? Like, what is the purpose? Keeping bees, I mean, there's a purpose. You're trying to like get honey and whatnot, right? With wasps, they don't really make honey unless you got like them flesh-eating vampire wasps that make flesh honey, and that's horrifying to think about. Who's gonna mess with a guy who has a colony of trained wasps? Homie, you don't train the fucking bees. You're trying to... Oh my god. Well, you better not come over here. I grow hornets' nests and I will yeet them at you with the fury of 1,000 stings. Wasps can recognize faces, so I can train them. That is true. But I don't think you can say "sick 'em, boys" and you have like this little freaking like... This just seems like a weird comic book villain origin here. Like, and everyone's gonna call you the beekeeper the entire time. You're just pissed off saying, "They're fucking wasps!" Oh no. I could see that. I could see that being a thing, right? Just being like, "They're fucking wasps." And that's the entire driver behind a, you know, your villainy. Oh no. Oh yeah, no, Marcel can go. We'll send out Colin. Yeah, let's do that. Thanks for the OC idea. I don't know if that is OC, but I mean, I haven't read about it before or anything. The beekeeper. There probably is a guy called the beekeeper though. Like, let's be honest here. Oh, cool. We have a refined light shield. Nice. The fucking wasps, you fuckwit. Yep, that's accurate. 100% accurate. 10 out of 10. Yeah, OC stands for original character. I do know that OC's original character. I did know that. I may not know a lot of things, but I did know that one.
Ready to enter the fray?
Do you want to know what OG stands for? Y'all ready for this? OG stands for Olive Garden. Yeah. I used to work at Olive Garden. Fun fact, by the way. I used to wait tables at Olive Garden back in my wee young years. And yeah, we called it the OG spot because that's what they branded everything with, was OG. And it's like, oh yeah, did you know that OG stands for Olive Garden, not Original Gangster? Who cares about gangsters? We're over here at the Olive Garden. The other thing with bees is that they pollinate plants so vegetables and fruit grow better. Why are you coming in here with your facts, Sorrow? And yes, I do know that they're pollinators, but I think wasps can technically pollinate too. They just don't do it. Like, technically, can't anything pollinate? Like, okay, why is there a tree here? I'm trying to, like, see stuff and things. Oh my god, tree. Gross. Okay. We are going to eat, skeet, all the way down. Do I have anyone that has surveillance? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Right here. Send it. I need to see. Where's the red start? Okay, cool. We got space. Did you know that if you put a blue whale on a basketball court, they would have to cancel the game? God damn it, I fucking... The best part is that I read these out loud the first time I'm reading them. So it's not like I'm reading this first and then deciding to read it out loud. It's like, ah, nah. And then you're just like, oh God. Oh no. He got me. The freaking butter got me. Yes, I know margarine isn't butter. My grandmother would be is probably turning over in her grave right now for me, you know, making a blunder with all the baking ingredients. But as far as I'm aware, this is just a butter lord that has not been salted yet. Reinforcements are incoming. But I haven't even done anything yet. Come on now. What are you? What are you? Are you heavy? Are you spooky? What are you? You are a bounty hunter. Neat. We don't have really good angles over here. Okay. So we got a decent sized fight here, and I'm not entirely certain how well this is going to go for us because I kind of haven't been bothering reading anything into these fights before I start. So we've just been kind of sending it. And
ready to go.
We have sent it. And boy, oh boy,
yes.
Our composition's not really set for this. Who has
Ready when you
the
are.
shackles? You have shackles. Do you have
Ready when you
shackles?
are.
No. Do you have shackles? We have 2 shackles. 2 shackles. Count them. 1, 2. 2. Okay. So we are going to wait here. And hopefully we don't get spotted. But if we do, we do. Honestly, it probably would have been better for us if we had gotten spotted. Okay. We are going to move right here. We are going to throw pitch right here. Yes, get angry at me. Feel the anger. I want you to be burning with anger. Thank you. Thank you for showing me your fiery passions. Well. Oh, okay. There we go. Much better. And your fiery passions have lit a fire within me. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Well, now that that's handled, we're going to have a little bit of fun here. Okay. We need to get this lady, or whatever it is, low. So, a little bit of a pew-pew here. Okay. She dodged. Unfortunate. Let's send our dog up here. Fight in.
Ready to go.
Dodged again. Okay, that's starting to get a little annoying. Pop a taunt, maybe? Maybe we want to pop a taunt? I don't know. How do we want to do this? I don't think we'll be able to get them, like, stuck yet, right? So, and we're going to move our flare right on up here. What is this? Blind. If you have a positioning bonus, gain 15% bonus to critical hit chance. Target's forced to turn their back to us. Right. Oh. Face smash. Okay, that didn't work. And we are going to yeet this right here. Throw the Caltron on top of the fire. They're gonna have a really bad time right there. And we are just going to do a... Let's do a taunt.
I'll be quick to finish.
Let's see how this goes. Okay, we dodged. Vegetable science. We got weakened. We got crit. We're about to get hit in the back pretty hard here. Yep, we dodged and then we got hit again. Now we're poisoned. Okay. Okay, well, that probably could have gone a little bit better, but probably shouldn't have done that. Looks like he was gonna actually die from poison, so that was my bad. Go ahead and do a bite here.
Ready to go?
I
No
don't
mercy.
think we'll kill. I hope we don't. Okay, we did. Cool. You capture. Okay, that works. That works for that.
On the move.
I'm gonna use concussive strike on the halberdier here.
I'm ready.
And we are going to take a headshot. Dog is out of ability here.
I'm ready.
We have our yeah, let's do that. We'll throw a healing flask over here. Help them out a little bit, right? Okay, now we got some movement. We do need to start repositioning at least a little bit. I don't foresee this guy able to do anything, but this guy is going to be a pain if we don't do something about it, right? Veteran Bruiser. And here... Okay, and now we got Elusive. What does Elusive do again? I don't know what Elusive does necessarily, but we'll figure it out.
You're mine.
Then we'll do Hobble. And yeah, that's what we have going for us right now. And I don't necessarily... Oh yeah, Elusive will allow us to like move.
Very well.
Let's do that. Good dodge. Oh, still got hit. Damn. Good dodge. Okay, hit. Again. Okay, that one went for the dog. That was a good dodge. We're taking some damage here, but we're still alive for the time being. Let's go for a headshot. This guy's got no armor, so now's the time for us to be aggressive.
Ready to go?
Be aggressive. We're gonna come up here and we are going to heal our dog, so our dog can go do dog things. Pop vet on the dog, and that will heal it from its poison, right? It will not be taking consistent damage now. Now, I wish we could use that on Marcel, but that will not. That's not how this is going to work. What we do want to do with Marcel, though, is we're probably going to want to use the halberd. Awesome. And now we're going to walk all the way up here, get right on top of them, pop our... No, we're not going to use our bomb yet. We are instead going to go for just a mighty. And I'll catch up on chat here in a second. Dog, you are going to come up here from behind. You're going to hit her. The fact that people get uncomfortable about things that look almost human implies that our ancestors actually had a reason to fear something that looked almost human but wasn't. Yes, the uncanny valley effect. It does. And honestly, so there is a little bit of like theories behind this, right? Beyond just, you know, just the standard like little quip here. I believe it was called like obviously you've got like the Neanderthals, right? Well, supposedly it's entirely possible that there were multiple different evolutions of human-like apes, essentially, right? And like the what was it, Homo sapien or Homo erectus? I don't know what the actual like Latin term is for it or anything like that. But supposedly there were multiple different variations or species that were all evolving around the same time, and one of the theories is that they were all like hostile towards each other, and that's one of the reasons why like we have the uncanny valley effect, or it's one of the theories behind it, right? But that's why I don't like dolls. Dolls are fucking creepy. Okay.
Yes.
Dolls are really, really creepy. All right.
You're mine.
Okay. Colin's alive somehow.
No problem.
Get him over here. And we have to track down and eliminate all enemies. Something tells me there's more than one group here. I can't remember if oh, right. There's probably going to be reinforcements inbound. And speaking, they have a bear. Well, that's unfortunate. I did not feel like dealing with a bear. And that is very, very unfortunate.
On the move.
Oh, nice. We got a crit on the headshot. Let's do a little bitey bite. Let's go for a headshot right here. Just a little boop boop, right? Do a little boop. Cool. Now these guys are gonna take a little. We don't need to retreat, I don't think. I think we just need to kill everybody. So we're gonna move our duelist here. We're gonna swap over. We're gonna use our enhanced bomb to heal back up to basically full for our duelist, right?
Ready when you
Now, this guy's pretty much foobarred.
You're mine.
But we're gonna use hobble and miss. We just whiffed that. Let's try it again. Second type's charm, right? Cool.
At your command.
All right, now we're point blank. Please stab them. Thank you. All right, now who needs heals? The dog could use heals. Not gonna lie, the dog definitely could use some heals. But I don't think it's a necessity right now.
Yes.
Okay. We also need to heal this dude. This dude's pretty fucked up. So let's get Colin over here, right?
Consider it
And
done.
we'll pop a bomb on him.
Yes.
The dog can get healed by our
I won't disappoint you.
by Adric in 3 turns. And I don't know if the dog's going to survive long enough for 3 turns, but we're about to find out. How far can that bear go and attack? Okay, it can go that far and not attack. Noted. Okay, you're annoying. That's also somewhat concerning. He applied weaken to his own men. Okay. Okay. All right. Noted. Thank you.
At your command.
Thank you for doing the things in which you do. Okay. We need to figure something out here. So this will increase critical hit chance as well as accuracy. So going for headshot. Nice. Go for a hand, which will apply bleeding and root. And now we are going to go ahead and, I mean, we could mark. We could just go for an extra attack, or we can even use a poison grenade. Poison grenade would help, right? To an extent. that may be our best bet, but I also kind of want to make sure that we do something that's going to start chipping away at the bear. So we're going to hit the bear with our dog, okay? And then we're going to move our dog back because dogs got weakened and quite frankly will not be able to do too much here. We're going to toss our poison grenade right here and apply poison to the veteran officer as well. Oh, well, I guess we're not going to do poison on the bear.
Ready when you are.
All right, so now what I want is I want us to throw caltrops here. I want there to be caltrops right about here. And I want this bear to turn around or not. Okay.
At your command.
All right, now it's time for us to throw some pitch. And we're going to use the firebolt or fire arrow right here. Okay. And that should light the pitch on fire. It did. Cool. And we will also move our alchemist back here.
At your service.
Okay. We do not have the movement to do exactly what I was hoping to do, but this guy's rooted inside fire. This guy's within fire. He's within caltrops. We're in a pretty decent spot here, and like we would die if we tried to like move like through any of this shit like this, right? So we have the opportunity to like come up here from behind and try to deal some damage. I'm not certain how well it's going to go if we do this. I am fairly confident that they will turn around and beat the crap out of us, but also I don't think we can do 28 damage in one go either, though. That's kind of like one of my irks here, right? Now, I am fairly confident in our ability here to go all the way up here and get a hold of this guy. So let's go ahead and is it still 6 to 10 damage? Yeah. We'll do 9 and apply taunted. Use mighty thrust. I'm gonna swap back over. Okay. And hopefully we don't get completely foobarred on that. We might be. Who knows? I sure don't. Bear's on fire. We're dodging. We're dodging a lot of things. We are dodging so many things right now. Absolutely. Oh, there it is. We got hit. Okay. This guy's dead. Like, 100%. We rooted him. He is poisoned. He's on fire. He is bleeding. He is dead. That guy is fucked. But everyone else very much not dead, which is kind of a problem. So that's what we're going to try and fix here. Go for a bite.
Ready when you are.
Okay. And move our Beastmaster up and around. I am hoping this 85% chance is still good enough for us to start triggering our teamwork. Oh yeah, that crit is great. And now we have bleed.
At your command.
Rolling. And he's going to die too with bleed. Cool. So Hunter is dead. This guy also dead. So we're doing great things. We're making great strides here. So now we're going to move our alchemist up to here. Okay. Not very good cover wise, but we kind of need to do some we need to do a little bit of rescuing.
My advice.
Right?
Run.
So I'm kind of just doing whatever we can here to do as much damage as we possibly can to help our lady out up here, because
Ready when you are.
this is a little on the sketchy side. Do we have enough attack range to actually do anything here? No, here. What about if I move you like way up here? Yes, but also no, because you'll be out of attack points. You can hit the bear from here. Okay. We are going to send you all the way up here.
On the move.
My advice, run. Never. Never. Never give up. Never surrender. What is that? Galaxy Quest? Oh no. Eight to 12. 8 to 12.
I was trained for this.
Nice. You at least got a kill. Okay. And hopefully we don't get completely foobarred here. These two should die from dodges. Nice. We're doing a ton of dodges over here. Getting stabbed in the back. Okay. But our dog can get a hold of them now. Somehow, some way, we're turning this around. We are through the power of good strategy and tactics. I'm somehow winning. Somehow. Very peculiar.
Yes.
Now throw an axe. Great job. Now do it again. Ooh, Fritz,
At your
nice.
service.
Now shoot the bear in the back. There we go. Is that it? Or we have one more fight? Oh, okay. Ooh, I don't know. That was a little on the sketchy side. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this one is a bounty hunter, which increases flare armor points by 1. So flares are the one units that I don't use that much. So we're gonna go ahead and free it for an extra 575. Now, if we get a hold of somebody that would increase our Crusader armor by another one, oh yeah, I'm keeping them. I want to max out that Crusader armor. If we could somehow get 5, 6, 7 armor points on a Crusader, can you imagine how freaking tanky that is? Like, oh, so tanky. Can we level you up? Nope. We need wood for that. Okay, well, how close are we to being able to send out the A team here? Who's on our A team again? Tamara, okay. Sendrin, right. Boniface, okay. And Falquez. Whoa, we're here. We are here. Okay, so we have a salve. Okay, let's swap this out with, where's our enhanced bombs? Who has all of our enhanced bombs? Is there an unequip all consumables? Give me my enhanced bombs. Okay. I need enhanced bombs at this point. And we don't have the best You know what? Oh, there's a buy consumables button here. Fuck yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Poison grenade. Buy a couple of these. I kind of wanted those. That's exactly what I was going for, actually. All right, I want you to have a poison grenade because I feel like that's pretty strong. Okay, you have a ton of healing potions, right? Like an actual ton of them. But you're gonna grab one more, and I want you to have, you don't need that, but potentially a poison arrow. No, we don't need that. We don't need a poison arrow. Bleed arrow wouldn't be terrible. Let's give you a bandage. Yes. Okay, do you have a way to actually regenerate armor? I don't think you do. I don't think your weapon gives you that ability. Yeah, no, you don't get that. You ignore armor, but you don't regain armor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you reinforced armor. That's not great, but it is what it is. right? It's either that or a bomb, but you can already kind of heal. So, reinforced armor. Falquez, you're going to take a salve for burning, and you're going to take a bomb for HP. Okay. I'm hoping this is going to work. This is the fight that's going to be rough. I'm kind of concerned. I'm not going to lie. The Black Monday fight has me very concerned. But you never know. We may do okay with this. I need to remember to utilize my taunts. Right. That's basically the biggest thing, is that we just need to remember to properly utilize our taunts. So we're going to get everyone up here and into position. I kind of want my bear to be like way over here, as well as Syndrin. I think the two of them could do pretty good over here. And then we can have Falquez, our alchemist. Oh my god. Why is it taking the bear so long to climb some stairs? Please. Please, homie, just go. It's not that deep. Just go.
At your command.
Get Falquez up here.
On my way.
We'll get her up here as well. Right?
I'm
And
ready.
we'll get our alchemist up here.
On the move. At your service.
Now this is a multi-stage fight. This is a long fight, so have to keep that in mind when it comes down to burning resources. We need to focus on only burning resources that are reusable, replenishable, right? To an extent. So I'm not sure if they move. Okay, he moves. So does he. And neither of them are actually moving closer. Okay, we're going to move our bear up here. Get him into this position. Okay. We'll move Syndrin up here.
Yes.
All right.
At your
We'll
service.
get our alchemist up here. We're going to pop Overwatch as well.
I'll keep watch.
And I think
Yes.
we're essentially there. All right. So we triggered their attacks, or essentially their combat phase, right? This guy got shot. This guy has 1 armor. We could go up here and try to do some dunkening.
At your command.
But I'm not entirely certain how warranted that is. Okay. First things first,
Heathen.
I want to taunt. Next,
May justice be served.
on guard, gain resilient. Okay.
Yes. Very well.
We're going to use duel here,
I was trained for this.
and now we have riposte, right? This Arbalest is going to attack him because he's taunted, right? And we have riposte, so he should die. And
Ready when you are.
Okay, now comes the fun part. Bear needs to go smack, essentially. And that's exactly what we're going to try to do. 85%. Bear goes smack. Cool. Now we're gonna come over here. Now that we got the high ground, we're gonna use Shiv to attempt to use poison. Did you get poison? Oh, nice. So this is a guaranteed crit if the target's bleeding, poison, or burning, right? Well, let's see if we can actually get the kill with the guaranteed crit. Not quite, but he will die from the poison damage because he's going to take 6 poison damage.
Yes.
So, all in all, I'm pretty happy with that. This guy is taunted, as is this one, so I'm not too worried about any of that.
Hurt.
We'll do some damage here. Okay, let's see how this goes. Remember, the last time we tried this, our alchemist died first turn. Like straight up, our alchemist just got insta-killed, which put us in a very bad situation. Riposte. Nice. And we dodged it too.
I
Cool.
won't disappoint
So
you.
now we're gonna taunt, and now I'm gonna pop fervor. That way I get my healing in first. Okay. Armor piercing bolt. Come on. Point blank. Come on.
Yes.
And this guy's going to have his back turned to us, but we're going to use our halberd real quick. Cool. That works. Constantly getting riposte from attacking is dope. That is so cool.
At your service.
Okay. So we have taken out
At your command.
the guys over here as well as the tanky boy. And all we have left is one lone arbalist. And we will take him out, and then we will heal the bear with vet. That is the goal. Oh, okay. I guess I can't. Well, that's dumb. All right. We're going to use our coordinated strike ability here. Nice. And the gate's open. And we'll start moving the bear towards the gate. So, all in all, we took very minimal damage here, and all we did was burn skill cooldowns.
Ready to go.
So, that is definitely the way to do it. I don't want us to go fully inside here yet until I get this bear healed up, because we're about to fight a bunch of dogs, if I remember correctly. I think this is like a 4-room fight sequence. So we fought the first room already. The next room's dogs. After that, there's like a sub room, and then the last one's going to be the boss. And the boss is a doozy. They got freaking vampire bullshit. Don't ask me how there's vampire bullshit, but there's vampire bullshit. And if we just wait a round or two, we'll have the ability for us to get all of our cooldowns off, right? And then we'll be in a much better position going in against the dogs. Now, these are all consumables that the alchemist has, right? Like, these are all consumables on this left-hand side. The right-hand side are free use. So that's a fire alchemical pitch, essentially, that we can use. So we have zone of denial when it comes down to fighting the dogs, which is kind of what I'm going for here. So we'll just move our Crusader in here, and it'll trigger everyone coming in, right? With our lovely little cutscene.
We have visitors who are a little too curious.
Gilmund the
Attack.
Pitmaster.
Dinner served.
All right. So we have 3 dogs on this side, 2 dogs on this side. First and foremost, I don't want to deal with these dogs on at least one of the sides, right? I don't want them surrounding me. Because I don't want them surrounding me, I am going to be as much of a pain in the ass as I possibly can be.
What do you
So we're going to
think
use
of this?
alchemical blast and light all this on fire. And then I'm going to move everyone this way. Okay. Now, we have a pretty solid opportunity here
With me!
for us to get our Crusader up and close and personal with at least a dog. Proc on guard, and then we can use Protector, right? So we can use Protector to force some of these dogs to attack our Crusader instead of whoever else we put up next to our Crusader. And I do want us to kind of push a little bit, not too much. This bear's probably a little bit out of formation here, but that's okay. We will send in Syndran to give them a little bit of a helping hand, right? And I kind of don't like this because I didn't realize Syndran didn't have enough movement to actually get up to engage this dog. So that's unfortunate, but we should be okay. Proc bleed. Savage bite, which procs taunted. So this dog's about to take 6 damage and it's taunted, which works for me. And then we will move up to here. I want to deal as much possible damage as we can to at least one of these dogs. Okay, that dog's down. We have riposte. We are going to taunt this one.
Face me!
And now we were resilient here. So we're going to reduce incoming damage by 60% here. This guy's got riposte in the off chance he does get attacked, which is very, very unlikely. And this dog's going to attack the bear. All things considered, doing pretty good. And all we did was burn cooldowns. That one's okay. Fair. This one's going to run through. Oh, it ran backwards. Okay, and it attacks the bear. Nice. 2 damage. Okay. All things considered, that went pretty freaking well.
My blade is
okay with that. Okay. These guys are pretty spaced out now.
Yes.
We still have our ability for taunt up, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, we proc taunted. We could heal, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to continuously attack that. We are going to move. Okay, this guy has 6 bleed, so he will die, right? 16 HP. So what we're going to try and do here is kill this dog. Okay. Now that dog's taken care of. This dog isn't even going to get an attack of opportunity because it's facing the wrong way. So now we're going to do a ferocious scratch and we're going to do a wombo combo here. This one resisted bleeding, but that's okay. We're going to use coordinated strike. I want it dead. Okay. So now this dog's dead. This dog's going to die, just doesn't know it yet. And I still have enough like movement and action points for us to really get squared away. So this one's at 1 HP. That one's now dead. End our turn. This dog will die. Triggers round 2 of the fight.
I'll
now
finish the job myself.
Cool. Now we have incoming bears. 2 of which, as well as the pitmaster, right? Now this one is going to be a little bit more of a spicy meatball. I don't know how far these guys can move. Okay, they can move basically the entire arena. Noted.
Yes.
I kind of want to get up here and be able to attack, right? Like that guy's here. Like, I kind of want us to be on the offensive, at least to some extent, but it's also kind of awkward. It's an awkward distance for us to go, but we'll see. We'll go to taunted, swap over to champion style. Utilize my cuts here.
My blade is yours. On the move.
And get him up here. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I am a buffoon. Okay, well, let's not do that a second time because that's silly of me. I cannot believe I did that.
Ready to
All right.
go.
I forgot that that attacks an entire line. I can't just attack the bear. I mean, I got 2 attacks off just with 1 hit, but I mean, shit, I did 10 damage to Bonafide. Good thing she's got all that freaking tankiness, right? Okay. We could send our bear up here. And get off here. Okay, that works.
Yes.
And now we can move Syndrin up to try and give a little bit of
Let's
support.
go.
Now we are
At your
starting to get a
service.
little bit on the spicy side.
Very
I
well.
think we can attack from here. Cool. So what I'm going to do is these are both okay. This is 5 to 8 damage.
My
We're gonna go for
advice: run.
that. And we're going to shoot this guy twice. All right. Okay, well, he just killed himself. And we are out of... Oh, okay, well, that's unfortunate. That's kind of terrifying.
Ready when you are.
All right. Open vein. Apply bleed. Good. Get our ferocious scratch in.
At your
She's back to
command.
full HP. I thought
your
she would have
command.
taken damage. from
Yes.
Ready when you
that.
are.
Okay. We're gonna pop vet and heal the bear.
At your service.
I won't disappoint.
She is going to pop fervor.
At your service.
We got to make sure that no one's, you know, in the way this time when I start doing my stuff. And we're good. Bear's going. Oh, I am done. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Took 7 damage, but okay. Blunder after blunder, but we're doing really well on resources right now. We're about to go into the final fight, and we have not we haven't even really burned all of like any of our actual consumables, so that's pretty good in my opinion. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And we've got a little bit of time, so if I wanted to, I could use Syndrin's ability to heal him back up, and then
I'm
the only one
ready.
who would actually be damaged would be our alchemist. And she is a little bit low, but I mean, not super low by
At
any
your
means.
command.
She took 7 points of damage.
Understood.
But we're doing much better now than previously. We also have units that are at higher levels. We were fighting with a bunch of level 3s last time we came in, I'm pretty sure. Like level 3s, maybe a level 4, or a couple level 4s. But here we have like 2 level 5s, and the rest are like level 4s. So a little bit of a difference there too. We have 2 turns until we
At
can
your
do
service.
anything there. We have 1 turn here. Okay. So I'm not going to be super upset if we have 2 turns until we're able to heal mid-battle, because we shouldn't be taking that much damage. We should not be taking that much damage within the first couple of turns. Shouldn't. Now, we might, but we shouldn't. So let's fucking
Very
send
well.
it.
Prospera voltas, et gloria nobis triumphum nobis tribuatur, nostri laboris fructus,
We're back to the blood sacrifice. Yeah, this is where like the dark fantasy shit comes in, because I don't think this is historically accurate. I've been wrong before, so y'all may know something that I don't know, and there must be some really weird shit that goes on in France. But last I checked, this isn't a thing.
They started the ritual. They're trying to activate the stone to destroy Paris. You must stop them.
Yeah, what happens in Paris, I guess.
Kill them all.
Okay, so now we're going against, you know, a follower of the order, an arbalist of the order, another arbalist, and then like a torturer, right? And then we got this guy as well. So little spookiness going on here. Just a dash of the spooky, right? Just a dash of it, little dash. But what I'm going to do is I'm getting my bear on top of this arbalist. First and foremost, I am getting my bear here. Let them finish this. Homie, wait, what? Why? Why would we? Whoa. What do we have against Paris? Everything. Okay. We're not going to be able to do everything that I want to do. So, yeah, just hit it. Cool. All right. You. This isn't going to be as spooky, so I'm going to have you come this way. Okay. You're going to proc Taunted here. Generate Riposte. We're getting rid of his armor. Cool.
Yes.
You. Coming over here.
With me.
And you are going to take. And you are also. Oh, you can't taunt them. Never mind. I lied on that. We're use On Guard instead. They're already taunted. We're going to go champion. On
May
guard.
justice be served.
Get that bonus resilient in there. Hell yeah. Cool. Now this guy is taunted, right? We don't necessarily need to focus on him. I kind of want us to start getting into a better position. But dealing a little bit of damage here may be beneficial for us. He will attack, and we do have riposte though. So it may...
Yes.
I don't know. Trying to figure out what our best course of action is, right? Okay.
Understood.
So we're going to move our alchemist over here. And we are going to throw... I guess we could throw some pitch right here, right? This guy is taunted. So this will at least, you know, keep him in a nice little bath of fire to an extent, right? Apply burning and whatnot to him while he's taunted there. And now Sendrin doesn't need to worry about going this way. Sendrin can just go this way and get him up close and personal with this guy. Okay, so we haven't directly killed anybody, but we at least have a decent interaction here. No riposte? What? Okay. These guys are getting healed. Okay.
Yes?
I was trained for this. Go for 2 mighty thrusts. Cool. And now that that's done, don't have to worry about that guy anymore.
Understood.
We're gonna get up here and get ready, right? Okay, this guy. We may want to use Protector and Taunt. Proc Resilient. That way, this guy's not going to, you know,
Yes.
do anything that we're not quite expecting. And we can get our Alchemist
it
up
done.
here. And we're going to pop a heal onto and also do a little bit more damage. Cool, that works. So we've taken out one unit, and we're about to take out a second
Yes.
right here. Maybe.
Die.
So we took out a second unit.
Let's go.
And now we are, you know, slowly pushing up. I don't want us to speed push here because this preacher is bad news bears. Bad news bears. Straight up. Now, I understand that I just shoved up my bear, but I'm going to put him in defensive stance, and that should help him out a little bit. Straight to bolts, dodged, cool. I have no idea what this guy's doing. Grappling strike, okay. We're tanking, thank God. All right.
My blade is
And now
yours.
here, we've got two of them in a row. Just exactly what we want.
Don't expect mercy.
Awesome. So the priest and a lot of it is already down. And honestly, this went so much smoother than the last time. Like, holy shit. It's almost like
Thank
we
you,
were
my friend.
actually
I'll
leveled
tell you
for the
everything, but not here.
fight.
This ritual was meant to destroy Paris, but interrupting it will have consequences. Let's take the stone and flee.
All right, we survived Black Monday. That was nice. Okay, okay.
Forces
We kind of just
power.
bullied our way through that, but all right.
As the ritual is interrupted, the sky tears open above the English camp. In the midst of the siege of Chartres, an unbearably violent hailstorm pummels the army. Thousands of horses and over 1,000 men are killed. For the King of England, it is divine punishment. To seek God's forgiveness, he decides to grant peace. But there are those who see this event merely as the failure of a more sinister plan.
No, you didn't let them destroy Paris. Bro, like, it's game over if they win.
My name is Nicholas Flamel. I've been an alchemist for many years now. I've witnessed many tragic events. I was there during the sack of Constantinople by the Fourth Crusade.
Oh,
I found
wow.
tread
Okay, this
marks
guy's
of
been
men
around
stuck
for the
together.
Fourth Crusade
Now
and whatnot.
we need you in this.
Okay. Well, now we have Master Craftsman at least, so. And a Master Craftsman will reduce cost of gold of training and the time it takes by 5%. And that's not very good. I mean, it's not terrible, but it ain't very good. And a Master Craftsman here at the Forge is 10%. Okay, well, that works. Do we have anything actively in the works? I don't think so. Can we upgrade the Forge? We can upgrade the Forge. Let's just do a reinforced greatsword for the time being, right? Okay. Let's go back to the actual, like, hold here, because I think we'll be able to upgrade this eventually. Like, go to the Great Hall and eventually upgrade the Great Hall. Oh yeah, we get that by upgrading everything else. Once we get to level 2 in the Great Hall, then we're pretty set. Level 3 Forge gives us the ability to make some pretty nice superior gear, which will give us even better stat boost. Like, for example, superior light shield gives us 10% accuracy. What about the regular superior shield? Oh, 5 increase of power. Nice. Not to mention armor buffs too, so that's always cool too. Jonathan got a level up. We are going to give him oh, Jonathan's the alchemist that we just recruited, so he's got pitch and that. No, this is the guy that was with us on that last fight, right? Yeah, he's just made it back and he's healing. And then what we got here? You perform a precision attack designed to hobble the target. Deals 3 to 7 pierce damage with a chance to inflict slowed. If the target's not behind cover, it's rooted. If your target is at full health, you gain a 15% bonus to critical hit, critical strike. Let's do rooted and whatnot. Slow and rooted. I'm okay with that. Okay, there's a ton of metal that's available for us to buy. We are low on metal, but I feel like our biggest issue is like lack of wood. We need wood. Yeah, like we're really hurting on wood. The Order is a new faction. Its goal is to corrupt humanity to bring about its downfall. A new type of battle pawn appears for the Order. In these more difficult battles, you will face units of the Order as well as units from other factions. Okay, so the Order is now a faction. Somewhere. I wish I could see what the Order actually looks like, right? 315 wood, though. That's definitely worth us going. And enemies become stronger every 70 days. Sending multiple troops at the same time is essential to avoid wasting time. Supporting battles are only available for a limited time, but they won't disappear when troops are en route for a mission. Order's influence gauge increases as time passes. You can lower the gauge by completing battles against the Order. The Order regularly corrupts one or more factions, which increases the Order's influence gauge and makes missions involving these factions more difficult. You can purge a faction by spending gold or by completing a purge battle via the faction's pawn. So far, there's no corruption. So far. Track down and eliminate the enemies. We can definitely do that. That'll give us a decent amount of wood, which we can use for upgrading stuff. We will send in Jonathan, Adric. We will send in Elise, and let's send in Wallace. Good old Wallace. We need Wallace to do some stuff, right? And we'll give Wallace a couple of bombs, and we'll give Elise an enhanced bomb. And hopefully they don't die. I mean, it's an easy fight. Should be an easy fight. I'm not too terribly worried about it. Passing time are now more powerful. That's unfortunate. Okay, enemy units heal by 10% each time they successfully hit a bleeding companion. All right, well, the Bretons are now... We're gonna have to do a Breton purge battle. Okay. We have upgraded our great swords, and now let's go to the superior. Do we have anything that we can make of the superior, or are we just low on wood? I don't think we have enough wood for any of these upgrades. We're running out of iron on a couple of these, so we could try to go for like a superior mace or superior light shield, right? But those all require more metal. And then like crossbow, bow, and axe require wood. Let's take a look at the armor. Yeah, we're really shy on a lot of this, but Superior Crusader armor looks like it would be pretty fucking sweet. So let's go to Ye Old Market and let's buy some metal. There's only leather here now. Son of a bitch. We're gonna buy it all. Just gonna start buying all this stuff. We need to upgrade the market, which we need wood for. Got wood right there. Okay, that looks like it's a interesting one. That definitely looks like an Order pawn if I've ever seen one. It's got a little red skull and a sword. Like, we sure that shit ain't evil, my dudes? It looks pretty evil to me. All right. So we have a ton of guys over here. We have a ton of guys over here. And we don't really have any... Oh, there are siege weapons, though. Oh, we have siege weapons. And I am excited about that. So here's what we can do, okay? Gotta be very careful with how we think about this. What we want to do is I kind of want to see how these guys are going to move first, right? But down here, there's no siege weapons to aid us. Over here, we have a siege weapon that can aid us, but I don't think it has enough range for us to actually be able to use it. And we have nothing here in the middle where we're at. So what we should probably do is find a way to push these guys, right? Because they don't have a siege weapon. I want to push these guys and then come up here and then fire this way. And then this guy, well, they're going to be a pain in the ass. But I'm thinking that's what we do, right? Oh, we do have a couple. We do have some siege weapons here, actually. But I cannot use this. I can only use this from here and into that way. So we'll do that once we get somebody up here. And we'll fire right here and get somebody like right here to where we can do a secondary volley. That'll be pretty quick.
Yes.
We'll get Wallace up here. We'll get our dog up here. And Elise needs to get up here as well.
With me.
All right. End our turn. I don't think anybody moved. Nobody moved. Cool. Now we're going to use our alchemical pitch. Yes, please run into the soon-to-be fire. Nice. All right, well, that worked. We're going to move her back here. I don't want to end my turn. That would have been dumb. Okay, Adric. You are already in half cover, so what I'm going to have you do is proc dead aim, and we are going to go for good damage on the poisoner. Poisoner is now going to die due to fire damage. We got a crit off there. That's beautiful. Okay, so far so good, right? Okay, now next step. We don't really have anyone that's got enough range to hit some of these people. And like, you can't really sit on top of stairs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get, you know, our guys into a decent like position here, but they're gonna have to come across this bridge. They're gonna have to take damage. And we're just gonna sit here and wait.
At your service.
And we'll get our dog ready too. All right. No? Damn. That hurt the dog pretty good. Ouch. How did you not die?
Ready to go.
How on earth did you not die? Okay. Headshot. Get that going. Get the dog to do dog things. Rock and bleed. How much bleed you got? 3? That's
At your service.
All right. Well, at least we got him back for what he did, right?
Perfect strike.
Please hit. Yeah, I didn't think it would. This will hit though. And now we have Elise, who can come down here and do a decent amount of damage. And I don't want the dog to have to run through all this, because that's not good for it, obviously. It's a lot of fire. Fire bad.
My blade is yours.
And we'll get Wallace into half cover as well. We'll have him pop defensive stance. Okay, that's unfortunate. Nope. I can get the dog over here now.
Yes.
Ready when you are.
Yep, this guy's going to die to burning. And we still have an alchemist that's at the ready for the most part. I do want us to have somebody up here and ready for the follow-up volley, though, from this weapon.
On the move.
So we're going to wait a second here. I'm going to go ahead and cast Fervor. Get up to a max HP, at least on Elise. We're a little battered and bruised here, right? But all things considered, we're not doing terrible. Probably should have waited on her using Fervor because I didn't realize that
At your
she was
service.
actively taking damage. I forgot that she was poisoned, but oh well, that's what it is. Our dog's a little fucked up, and I don't know if Adric is a vet. Okay, cool. That's good. So we'll move our dog like all the way up here. And then we'll move Adric up here and use the vet ability.
Consider it done.
I'll get in position.
All right. Now we're going to wait. And now we should be in a close enough vicinity
At your
for
command.
us to do dumb shit. So it's time for us to do the incendiary ball. Fight this round. Nice large amounts of damage, right? Just incredibly large amounts of damage just starting out. They're all running this way, except for this guy. That's fine.
On my way.
And we'll move our Crusader over here to intercept. Okay, we are going to move
Getting into
Adric right on up
position.
here. And we're going to kill the rest of them with this. Just go bonk. Okay, cool. Well, that was quick. Now, I'm not sure how long that's going to be on fire. 2 turns, from the looks of it.
At your command.
And we have 16 turns until we are defeated. But hey, we do not have the ability for us to use anything to potentially like protect us from this, though. So we're gonna have to fight this fight, and it's gonna be kind of a doozy. Our best scenario is to essentially hit them from 2 sides at once, right? That's kind of our best case that we
On
can
the
do.
move.
So let's go ahead and just get people moved over to prepare for that. And yeah.
My blade is yours. Very well.
At your
All right,
service.
and Elise is right here. I could push her up, doesn't really matter. Oh, nice. Good hit. Face smash. Did we get blinded? We did get blinded. And they have riposte. Alright, that's kind of rough. but that's
Yes?
okay. We'll be fine. We're
Very
coming
well.
up from behind with Wallace. Now, Wallace is pretty low, so Wallace needs to not be on the attack side that's going to be face tanking.
Yes.
How long does riposte last? Holy
Yes.
shit.
Yes. Understood.
All right. You can heal yourself. Wallace cannot. So we'll start healing Wallace. We're going
I'm
to
ready.
get Adric down here. We're going to get our dog at least prepared to be bait, I guess. Because that's essentially what we're going to have to do, right? Is we're going to have to use our dog as bait.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The other thing is we really need to be able to push, like, super hard. Which is going to be kind of part of the issue as well. So I guess we need to use somebody as bait, and then we also need to have everyone else, like, prepared to shove. Absolutely, balls to the walls, shove. And I'm hoping it's going to work. And if not, we may take a lot of
Ready to
freaking damage
go.
that we don't need to. But is what it is. No plan's perfect.
At
So.
your command.
Okay, I don't think this will cause them to see us. All right, boom, right there. We're gonna wait. Okay, we have our dog in place. Dog is in place. Now what we're gonna do? I don't want to do that. And we do have an angle here that we can at least hit. Okay. Shoot your shot. Do a little bit of damage. Get them to be triggered, right? Okay. Now...
Blade is yours.
Okay, Wallace can make it all the way up here, as can Elise.
On the move.
Elise is going to come up here and use polearm shenanigans right here. Right. Okay.
I'm ready.
Now, our alchemist cannot make it that far. Alchemist, best case scenario, can only go to here.
At your service.
Wallace can go all the way up here and then fire down here with incendiary ball. But I don't think that's what we want. I think we want bombard shot. Point blank. Right down on top of him. Boom. And now, what we can do is we can get Wallace right on up here as well.
At your service.
We'll use Alchemical Blast. Get some fire going. Fight that guy. Keep our dog out of harm's way. With defensive stance. And we're going to move Adric on up. And that was a pretty solid like rush there too. So I'm feeling pretty good on that one. Okay, that kind of hurt, but it is what it is.
Heathen.
Mighty thrust. Okay. We can do his mighty thrust one more time. Sweet.
My blade is yours.
Now that she's inspired, and let's go ahead and do a little bit of damage here. And see if we can open the vein. Apply bleed. We did apply bleed. Cool. So all we have to do now is end our turn and win. We insta win. Yep. Cool. I'm okay with that. That went pretty well. Went really well, actually. We got decent. We got a level up here on Wallace's both on Wallace and his weapon, so that's kind of got nice. Now I'm glad that Wallace didn't die because he's already been knocked down once, right? So pretty good there. And do we have both of our squads? No, we have one squad that we can still send out. Let's see here. So available for 4 days. We have a capture target. This gives pretty good resources. So we're gonna go ahead and send somebody out here as well. Looks like we're fighting a occult faction. We're gonna send out Gihelm, Emile. No, we'll send out Sindrin. That's fine. I'm feeling pretty confident with Sindrin's build as well as Bonafis. And we can send out Emily. Yeah, Emily should be fine. Yeah, we don't need too many ranged units for us to be able to do this, right? And we're gonna want some shackles. And you are the one who's getting the shackles. All right, and we'll send them out. We need to constantly be prepared here. We do have a little bit of corruption on this corruption meter too, right? So we're gonna do the capture target, and then we also want to be prepared to reduce the corruption levels of everybody else too, right? So there's a corruption for the Bretons right now, right? And I think that this timer up top is how long we have until the next corruption pip appears on whatever faction. I think that's how that works. But yeah, so we definitely don't want people to be 100% corrupted because then they get all sorts of vampire bullshit. But this is essentially the big timer that a like XCOM and whatnot have, right? So okay, now we need to capture somebody over here, right? I'm not sure which one it is, but we'll figure it out. Okay, and this will probably be the battle that takes us up to the end of the stream, guys. Just as an FYI, this is probably our last one for tonight. And then next week we'll probably do some more War Tales, or maybe try to start a Battle Brothers campaign.
At your command.
I am, just forewarning, really rusty on Battle
Very
Brothers.
well.
I haven't played that game. Like actually sat down and played it
Yes.
for several years at this
On my
point,
way.
probably 5 years. So a lot of things have changed.
My blade is
and
yours.
there's been a lot of DLCs.
Understood.
I do have all the DLCs, just haven't really gotten into them. And yeah, I would be. I'd have to play on a lower difficulty just so I can remember how to play the game. Starting off with reinforcements already. Okay. So the person we need to capture is this one right here. The guy that's got like a fancy hat. Person. You're an Arcanist of the Order. Okay. You have a lot of people of the Order too, don't we? Okay. So I think we should be okay. We just need to get everyone in a decent position
On my way.
here. Okay, I just got to remember that our Emily here, or I think that's her
Yes.
name. Yeah, she's the one that has the actual shackles. We need to get the Arbalist of the
At your
Order
command.
low. And we also need to be able to take care of everybody else too, right? So I do not want to provoke them yet. I want to hit them really hard on this first turn. Okay. Now, I think's the time when we provoke them a little bit. And we're going to do it. I'm going to try to force this way. Okay. That is just about perfect. Yeah, we can do a little
What
bit
do you
of damage
think
to
of
that
this?
That's fine. Or, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
you.
Very
Up
well.
here. Halberd. Halberd, go down. Okay. We do not want to kill, though. No killing. Just damage. Pop you into defensive stance. Or I'm
Let's go.
centering up here.
At your command. God guides my hand.
Oh, well, so much for that. And the bear. Bear be doing bear things, I guess.
Yes.
We got bleed? No, we got 6 bleed. How much HP? Yeah, you got 7. Son of a bitch. Alright, we're gonna get our bear up and behind them. It's probably our best bet here. And we're gonna get our
I'll get in position.
alchemist into some form of defense position here. Okay, that guy just took a ton of damage for that.
I feel weakened.
Oh, that's spooky. Okay. Sindrin is, as you would say, hurting right now. Let's go ahead and get our bear down here. Start doing bear things. Bear do bear things. Bear needs to do bear things. For the love of God.
At your service.
Poison? Cool. That guy's dead. Don't need to worry about him no more. Now, I need to use Vet on myself so Sindrin doesn't die to all the debuffs.
I
Cool.
won't disappoint
You.
you.
Precision cuts. Do it twice. Armor pierce. Thank you. Concussive strike. Yeah, we can swap over to this real quick. Mighty thrust. Bear do bear things.
At your service.
fire flask. Nice, we applied burning. Now that's something that we needed. This guy should die. This one's almost dead. That guy's gotta be freaking out. He's trying to run from a bear. All right.
Yes? Die!
Okay. So we no longer have her in the way, and we can actually get up here, capture this guy. Hopefully the bear doesn't one-shot. The bear should one-shot at 13 HP. That should be enough HP. He went a crit. Now that may not be enough for in case of a crit, so we're gonna try this with shackles. Percentage chance here. Oh, looks like we got it. Okay. Now we need to get out of here. Oh, never mind. We don't need to get out of here. Now we just need to take care of the reinforcements. And, yep, we're good here. We're hurting a little bit with Sendrin, but he'll be okay.
At your service.
We are perfectly fine with the Crusader. Crusader does not care. Crusader's full HP. And then we've got our Alchemist down here who has one more healing flask. And we'll use the healing flask on... We'll move the bear away, and I think we're in a good spot. I see red. I see a little red orb. Oh, they gave them all haste. Oh, that's kind of spooky. All right.
Yes?
Yes.
Heal Sendrin up.
Yes.
At your service.
Okay, we're not quite at a point where we're going to be able to engage on this round, so we're going to hold off on doing anything too drastic.
Ready when
we're
you
just
are.
Gonna get people ready, right?
At your service.
I don't think they have enough movement to get a hold of us on this upcoming turn, but maybe. They do a little bit, just barely. Okay, they have a lot more movement. I thought, oh, right, they were just given haste. Right. Okay, well, here we go. So we do have one that we have some pitch that we could do, but I don't think we necessarily need that. I am going to send... These guys should be okay down there. I'm going to send my Templar, or my Crusader, up here. And we are going to taunt both of these guys.
Heathen!
Alright. Pop that. Pop Protector. Double up on Resilient. Nice. Okay.
At your
Now.
command.
We're going to go for a ton of damage.
At your command. Die.
Okay. Now they're bleeding. Alright. Now let's use Execute. Do I want to use Execute? Yeah. Boom.
Yes.
Beautiful. Bear is slowed.
At your service.
Okay, we're gonna move her right behind. We'll use easy picking.
Keep your guard up.
Nice. Now we're gonna use
I was trained for this.
get them taunted. Right. Swap over to our shield so we have a little bit more beef. Both of these guys are taunted, so we can freely move around. This guy is taunted. I don't want to take extra damage over here. I know I won't be able to kill these guys, but
Yield.
throw this right here. applied burning. We applied burning to one of them. That's pretty good. Oh my god, dude. That is 7 points of resilient. Like, that's 7 points of armor. That's so much resistance right there. That is amazing.
My advice, run.
All right. My
Very good.
advice, run. Yes, perfect.
May justice be served.
Okay, that didn't quite work.
At your
That's okay.
service.
Ah, damn it. Whatever. I mean, the second attack gave us the ability for us to do it again. Eagle-eyed. What we got? Increases critical hit chance of flares by 5%. Nope, don't care. Do not care. And nobody died. So that went pretty well. All right, guys, we don't really have enough time for us to do another one. So we are going to be ending it here on this high note. So we were able to take on Black Monday with a little bit more preparation. We had higher leveled units. We had better armor. We had better gear. Yeah, so that first attempt on Black Monday definitely was a bit of a blunder. And that was like a couple of Crown Wars streams ago, a couple of episodes ago, right? But I'm feeling a lot more confident with our current setup. And I think we'll be able to take on the next story mission here, most likely. In probably our next stream, actually. But anyway, guys, thanks again for tuning in. I want to thanks again for tuning in, and I will catch you all next time. And until then, have a good one.